Welcome to Buffalo, New York, where EA Sports presents the second game of the Stanley Cup Final between the Detroit Red Wings and the Buffalo Sabres.
I'm Jim Houston with Darryl Ray. I hope this is a barn burner.
It looks like it's setting up to be a dandy.
Nickel gets to the circle. He'll face off against LaPlante. And they drop the puck. Murphy passes ahead to the net. To Murphy. Then the pass was intercepted. Odette starts out. LaPlante gets called for high sticking.
Detroit penalty to number 21, Darryl LaPlante, 2 minutes for high sticking.
The teams line up for the faceoff. Yzerman gets possession off the draw. Krupp cleared the puck. Odette out of the corner. To Shatan. The puck's knocked loose by Lidstrom towards the net. To Odette. He scores on the power play. LaPlante leaves the box as they put that power play goal up on the board.
You can't expect your goalie to stop everything.
Penalty against the Red Wings for roughing.
Detroit penalty to number 5, Nicholas Lidstrom, 2 minutes for roughing.
The ref gets ready to drop the puck. They drop the puck.
Buffalo goal scored on the power play by number 28, Donald Odette. Assisted by number 21, Mike Hurlbut, and number 81, Miroslav Shatan.
We have a penalty that's been called. Wilson gets called for roughing.
Buffalo penalty to number 4, Mike Wilson, 2 minutes for roughing.
Rasmussen to face off against Koser. And they drop the puck. The Buffalo Sabres win the face-off. A delayed penalty call against Buffalo. He covers up the puck. Odette wins the draw cleanly. Moves in towards the net. Hurlbut then blasted it. Under 1 minute left in the penalty to the net. Maltby then blasted it. Hasek moves it on. To Eriksson. To Krupp. To Maltby. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Zhitnik got the puck down the ice. Odette shoots! Detroit will try to work it around for the one-timer here on the power play. Time runs out on the penalty to Lidstrom. He hangs on to the puck. Game on! Buffalo has a fresh line on the ice. To Hurlbut. Murphy into the middle. Buffalo returns to full strength as the penalty expires. Detroit should be making a line change soon. Buffalo returns to full strength as the penalty expires. Pekka won the draw. Detroit has fresh legs on the ice. Golubovsky has a breakaway. Hasek kept it out. Hasek moves it to Sanderson. 3:56 into the first period. Sanderson gets a breakaway. Sanderson hits him. To Sanderson. To Koser. Sanderson gets hit. Quick shot on goal. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. He hangs on to the puck. Buffalo has fresh legs on the ice. To McKee. Moves in. Towards the net. He steals the pass. Plant jars the puck loose. The Red Wings will start out of their own zone. Winds up a shot. Buffalo still leads by 1. Moves in to the net. Detroit should be making a line change soon. Kozlov out of his own zone. The Sabres change up their lines. Rasmussen fired it. Potomski throws his gloves to the ice. Ray gets the first punch in. He lets fly with a haymaker. Potomski has eaten a lot of fist in this bout. Ray catches him squarely with that one.
I'd score that 5 for fighting and 5 for receipt.
Buffalo gets possession off the draw. Zhitnik passes it across. Cruz to the net. Nickel blasted it. Eriksson made the pass to McCarty. McCarty was knocked down. Cruz shoots! Short pass to Eriksson. Eriksson passes across. 3:38 left in the period. To Zhitnik. Belted to the ice by Krupp. The Red Wings come in offside. Lidstrom gets possession off the draw. Odette knocked to the ice by Murphy.
Nothing wrong with that hit.
Hasek gets the puck to Odette. Odette out of his own zone. Lidstrom gets hit. Shannon breaks out. The Buffalo Sabres are ahead by 1 goal. Towards the net. Then the pass was intercepted. Lapointe starts out. Belted and knocked to the ice by Rasmussen. To Lidstrom. Gilchrist winds up. The glove save was made by Hasek. At center ice to Rasmussen. To Lidstrom. Buffalo races in alone. Primo scores!
Here's how that one unfolded. The play starts with an interception, then it was passed, he let a wrist shot go, and ripped it home upstairs.
The ref gets ready to drop the puck. They drop the puck.
Buffalo goal, scored by number 22, Wayne Primo, assisted by number 9, Eric Rasmussen.
Plant scores! Pekka gets to the circle. He'll face off against LaPlante.
Buffalo goal, scored by number 26, Derek Plante, assisted by number 12, Randy Burridge, and number 74, Jay McKee.
Zhitnik touches the puck for icing. They drop the puck. Detroit wins the draw cleanly. To Shannon. Belted to the ice by Shannon. A delayed call against Shatan. Koser starts out to center. Koser races in alone. Hasek stopped it. Buffalo gets called for roughing.
Buffalo penalty to number 81, Miroslav Shatan, 2 minutes for roughing.
The teams line up for the faceoff. And they drop the puck. Buffalo should be making a line change soon.
Last minute of play in the first period.
Buffalo leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. Wilson cleared the puck. These two are going to go. And they drop the gloves. Cruz surprised him with that punch. Cruz holding the upper hand in this one. Cruz throws a haymaker. This is brutally one-sided by any standard. Cruz catches him with a good hard shot. This bout has been completely dominated by Cruz.
I wonder what color the sky is in his world right now.
Cruz lands the victory blow, and this fight is over. Cruz gets called for starting a fight. Burridge will serve the 2-minute instigator penalty for Cruz.
Detroit penalty to number 22, a 5-minute major for fighting.
Here we go again. What a hit! Hasek got a piece of that shot. Hasek moves it ahead. The Detroit Red Wings come in offside. Buffalo will have to have another player take the faceoff. Hurlbut to face off against Kozlov. Hurlbut wins the draw cleanly to center. Moves in.
He shouldn't be asked to make that save.
He hangs on to the puck. Nickel won the draw. And that's the end of the first period.
Fans are reminded that smoking is not permitted in this building.
Welcome back for the second period of today's game. I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Darryl Ray.
They move into position for the faceoff. Wilson knocked down by Lapointe. To Erickson. Shoots! To Wilson. The goalie leaves the net on the delayed penalty call. The Sabres start changing on the go. Interception. Penalty called for interference.
Detroit penalty to number 13, Vyacheslav Kozlov. 2 minutes for interference.
The ref gets ready to drop the puck. Here we go again. The Red Wings win the faceoff. Maltby starts out. Odette gets checked into the boards by Krupp. To Odette. Then he shot it from the slot. Krupp flattens Odette. Shatan comes out of the box as his penalty comes to an end. Maltby shoots. Shatan intercepts the pass. To Hurlbut. It's one-on-one. To Odette. Burridge leaves the box. That will mean a short power play for Buffalo. He's flattened by Shatan. Moves in to Odette. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Detroit should be making a line change soon. Odette made the shot to Krupp. He hangs on to the puck. Buffalo has a fresh line on the ice. Maltby clears the puck. Wilson moves it ahead. Kozlov comes out of the box as his penalty comes to an end. Both teams are passing well in this game. Erickson passes it across. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. LaPlante races in alone. Hasek saw it all the way. Detroit should be making a line change soon. Pekka to center. Pekka into enemy territory. Right in front of the net. Sanderson scores!
So let's have another look. It begins with a pass into the offensive zone by Pekka. Takes the shot. That beat him low.
Nickel gets to the circle. He'll face off against Koser.
Buffalo goal, scored by number 80, Jeff Sanderson. Assisted by number 27, Mike Pekka, and number 39, Dominic Hasek.
Buffalo having success at both ends of the rink in this game. The Sabres will change on the fly. Odette winds up. Detroit should be making a line change soon. Belted to the ice by McKee. The Sabres change up their lines. Odette moves in towards the net. Chips it ahead to Murphy. Pass intercepted. Moves it on to Sanderson. Dandino gets hit. Buffalo leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. Towards the net. Murphy moves it on. Brown into the middle. Belted and knocked down by Hurlbut. Moves in. Pass intercepted. The puck's knocked loose by Golubovsky. Hasek kept it out. Sanderson gets called for roughing.
Buffalo penalty to number 80, Jeff Sanderson. 2 minutes for roughing.
The ref gets ready to drop the puck. The Red Wings win the faceoff. Buffalo has a fresh line on the ice. Shannon clears the puck down the ice. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. He covers up the puck for the faceoff. Pekka gets possession off the draw. Wilson gets hit. To Gilchrist. Gilchrist moves it into the middle. Detroit should be making a line change soon. Over to LaPointe. In the slot to Murphy. Buffalo has a solid lead. Wilson out of his own zone. Buffalo leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. He covers up the puck. And they drop the puck. Nickel gets possession off the draw. Zhitnik shoots the puck. McCarty passes across. Belted and knocked to the ice by Hurlbut. Hurlbut moves it on to Nickel. The Sabres change up their lines. Nickel into the corner. Buffalo having success at both ends of the rink in this game. Buffalo returns to full strength as the penalty expires. One-timer! Buffalo leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. The Red Wings start changing on the go. Zhitnik chips it ahead to Odette. 1:47 left in the period. Buffalo with a commanding lead in this one. Primo moves it into the middle. Takes the shot. Primo starts out. Buffalo having success at both ends of the rink in this game. Kozlov throws his gloves to the ice. Ray catches him squarely with that one. This bout has been completely dominated by Ray. Kozlov moves towards Ray. Ray catches him with a good hard shot.
You have to give him credit for even getting up.
Ray will sit for 5 minutes after that bout, and so will Kozlov.
Buffalo penalty to number 32, Rob Ray, a 5-minute major for fighting. Detroit penalty to number 13, Vyacheslav Kozlov, a 5-minute major for fighting.
Buffalo should be making a line change soon.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Under 1 minute remaining in the period. Detroit needs to get a fresh line out there. To Shatan. Only 30 seconds to go. The Sabres start changing on the go. To Pekka. Yzerman intercepts the pass. Ward passes into the corner. Shoots! And that's the end of the second period.
Fans, don't forget to buy your tickets for tonight's 50-50 draw.
Welcome back for the third period of today's game on NHL 99. The ref gets ready to drop the puck. To Sanderson. To Golubovsky. Murphy passes ahead. Great hit! Over to Nickel. The Sabres start changing on the go. To Odette. Golubovsky intercepted it. It's one-on-one. Moves in towards the net. McCarty gets hit. Golubovsky passes across. LaPlante to Maltby. Moves in. Pass intercepted to McKee. LaPlante shoots! Buffalo should be making a line change soon. To McCarty. To Murphy. To Golubovsky. To Pekka. McKee starts out. The Sabres change up their lines. Detroit leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. Nickel was offside. The ref gets ready to drop the puck. Detroit has a fresh line on the ice. Odette to Hurlbut. Hurlbut then shot it across to Zhitnik. To Potomski. Into the corner. To Hurlbut. Gilchrist hits him. The Sabres change up their lines. Lidstrom starts away. He's got a breakaway! Detroit should be making a line. Lidstrom scores! Plant gets to the circle. He'll face off against Yzerman. Here we go again.
Detroit goal scored by number 5, Nicholas Lidstrom, assisted by number 20, Martin Lapointe.
To Ward. The Sabres change up their lines. Ward gets a breakaway! He covers up the puck for the faceoff. Detroit should be making a line change soon. To Golubovsky. Nickel hits him. Shannon over to the wing. The Sabres will change on the fly. Over to Nickel. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Maltby over to the wing. Penalty called. Penalty against the Sabres for roughing.
Buffalo penalty to number 4, Mike Wilson, 2 minutes for roughing.
The ref gets ready to drop the puck. They drop the puck. Detroit has fresh legs on the ice. Murphy made the pass. Detroit should be making a line change soon. To Erickson. To Lapointe. Shannon starts out. The Sabres start changing on the go. To Odette. He took the shot. To Gilchrist. Detroit leaves this line out for an awfully long shift. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Moves in. Odette winds up. He holds onto it. Detroit has fresh legs on the ice. Buffalo will force the power play to make a perfect play here on this one. Moves in towards the net. Hasek gives it to Hurlbut. To Pekka. To center. Krupp hits him. Pekka moves in. The puck gets knocked loose. Buffalo returns to full strength as the penalty expires. Wilson over to the wing. The Sabres change up their lines. Whacks him. Buffalo intercepts the pass. Plant comes in offside. Buffalo should be making a line change soon. Buffalo having success at both ends of the rink in this game. Odette shoots! Pass intercepted. Maltby to Golubovsky. Golubovsky into the middle. Detroit has fresh legs on the ice. Wilson over to the wing. Towards the net. Wilson passes it across. To Ward. Chips it ahead to Dendino. On to Kosar. Towards the net. To Dendino. Kosar fired it. Intercepted. He's nailed by Brown. Kosar passes back. Hasek passes right in front. Buffalo needs to get a fresh line out there. Sanderson scores! The teams line up for the faceoff. Plant gets kicked out of the faceoff circle. The teams line up for the faceoff.
Buffalo goal, scored by number 80, Jeff Sanderson.
Zhitnik moves it ahead.
Last minute of play.
Plant scores! Let's take a look at that in replay, Razor.
We start with the pass. He takes the shot and turn the light on.
Buffalo goal, scored by number 26, Derek Plonk, assisted by number 15, Dixon Ward.
Penalty called. Shannon gets called for elbowing.
Buffalo penalty to number 8, Daryl Shannon, 2 minutes for elbowing.
They move into position for the faceoff. Detroit won the draw. To Lidstrom. Maltby passes across. Lidstrom moves it on. Odette moves it ahead. That's offside. The puck is dropped. Murphy shoved by Pekka. 5 seconds to go. The point to the net. That's it. This one is over. The Buffalo Sabres have beaten Detroit.